good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is the Rant. And today we're going to be talking about something very near and dear to my heart. We're going to be talking about busking. Have you tried it? Do you want to? Maybe you should. Let's discuss on the Rant. Boo! What's going on? Hi, I'm Jade, and this is the Rant. And I, of course, hope that you are doing okay. Everyone good? It's Monday morning here, start of a brand new week, Sunday for the rest of you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Man, this show has been on the cards for a very, very long time. I've been wanting to do this one because, as I said in the beginning, busking is very, very, very near and dear to me. It makes me very happy. It has brought me much joy in my life. Many bizarre things have happened. It has made me, here's the thing, it has made me an absolute bucket load of money. In fact, I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag now. Busking, compared to any other venture of music that I have pursued personally myself, has made me more money than anything else that I can remember. So much money, I probably couldn't quantify it. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars over the fucking years. It just is what it is. And I guess it's a really well-kept secret. I mean, you've probably done it yourself. You've been walking through the city or wherever and you've seen somebody performing and playing a guitar or doing whatever it is they're doing and thought, I wonder if there's any money in that. That doesn't look like there's any money in that. Well, there is, and there's an art to it as well. There's an absolute science. And one person who is an actual expert on this, I thought I was prepared. I'll say hello to you all in a minute. She's an amazing artist all the way from Adelaide, Australia. Here she is here. Her name is Samantha Edge, and I've had her on the show. She performed on this show, and I've interviewed her here on this show, and she has a fantastic series, if I can find it here, her busking series. Equipment, reviews, where is it? It's probably way down here because she did it. Come Busk With Me is her series that she does. She's got Unfamiliar Busking, Busking Sessions, My Life as a Busker. This was how I found Samantha Edge. 28 videos covering what you need, what you do, some of the craziness that ensues. Because, trust me, there's a lot of things that go down that you're like, how the fuck did that happen? And there's a lot of things that in the past that I've experienced from busking that just wouldn't happen these days, right? There's just no place in the world right now for this kind of shit. You know, like, for example, I used to busk in this train tunnel and every Friday and Saturday night, and without fail, this little Chinese man would walk by about 11:30 at night, because I would do from about 7 p.m. to about midnight and get the last train home. And this little Chinese man would walk past me with a little bag of food. He obviously, now this is the thing, I never, it sounds so bad now. I never once bothered to ask, hey, do you actually work at a Chinese restaurant? Because this little man would walk by with a little bag with like a fried rice or something in the bag to eat, and he would drop it off in my little case. And me, being young, dumb, just would eat it on the way home. Not even question. I can't believe I'm not dead, you know? No, well, this is the thing. Change is always hard, Riverbend Sim. And these days, like, it started that way. Of course, let's just get the dick out of the room. COVID, it fucked everything up, yeah? Including busking. But it also ushered in this new period of like cashless busking, and it's taking off. It actually is taking off because people love their smartphones, their technology, and they love the idea of, oh, I can just do a QR code. But we'll talk more about that. Let's say hello to you all. If you missed it yesterday, folks, Pete Johns was here in a fucking studio with me. Pete Johns was here. I performed my opening hour, and Pete Johns came out of that door right there, which is AKA my bathroom. And there he was, standing behind me. I was like, what's going on? Where did Pete Johns come from? And then he did his happy hour afterwards. and I got to hang out in my studio with Pete John. So if you didn't see those shows yesterday, go back and check out the Happy Hour and the Opening Hour, where both me and Pete hung out together, and he stayed for a little while yesterday, and we all gossiped about you, and we all said that you're all a bunch of... No, we didn't do that at all. Nothing like that happened. He only stayed for a little while after. We had a few beers. We had 3 each. I was hammered. I fell asleep, and I'm on doctor's orders not to drink. So there's that. Let's do the hellos. I've moved stuff around here in the studio since Pete was in here because, I don't know, it just felt better. Ali says, rant on. Jamie Lynn's in the house. Joe Glenn's here with us as well. We've got Thomas Christ, of course, the Christ himself. Country Walking, hello to you. I think I can see everything a bit better. Fat Panda Cat, I am 9EC. Chris Lane Senior, hello to you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Who else we got here in this chat? I don't know. I'm trying to keep up spirits today. I got a book in for a echocardiogram. That's going to be fun. You guys didn't need to know that, did you? Who else? James. I reached out to this guy yesterday. Hopefully he's going to come on the show for an interview. Hopefully it's all going to go down. And this week's interview may be something very cool. Maybe something. We may be doing a rewind this week, having a guest from the past come back from Ghosts of Christmas interviews. Whatever the shit I'm talking about. Thanks, Thomas, for banging that link in there. Oops, clicked the wrong one. Have I got you all? Oh, there's DJ Big Red. Hi, DJ. G'day. Didn't I see you at a chat 10 minutes ago? No way. Is that not? No, that's not.
Doctor's orders? Oh my God.
Hey, Doctor's orders. Wow. Good. Long time no see, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Doctor's, I've got to do it again.
Doctor's orders? Ooh.
You know what, Dr. Z, I'm never going to lose that effect, man. It was still the greatest. Did I see Jenny? Jenny, I think I did. There's Jenny. I can't find. There she is, Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Tremor Bear, what's going on? Good to see you, Bear. Great song that I got to master yesterday from Wolfstone Studio. And Tremor Bear, fucking mint song. Songtember next week, guys. Woo, pretty exciting. I've got everyone. Barry Glenn, g'day Barry. Who else? I think I've caught up. I think I've got most of you. If I've missed you, I'll get you through the rest of it. Okay, so where are we up to? Let's get rid of these comments. Find out more about something. Jesus Christ, Thomas, you're so quick. Too quick even for me. So busking. Have you thought about it? Oh, I'm interested to know who's thought about it, who's done it, who's thought about it, who's here in the chat. If you're watching on the replay, leave a comment below. Tell us, have you thought about it? Have you done it? What are your experiences? Did you have a good time? Did you make any money? Did you source a spot? Yes, did you source a spot? Because I'm going to start with that. That is one of the most important things you can source for your busking. Don't be me as a youngster, as a teenager, and just taking my guitar and going, you know what? Let's just go out into the city and just plonk a guitar case down and start playing. No. Oh, it's demoralizing. It'll defeat you. It'll make you never do it again. That's the problem with it, because you won't pick the right spot, right? You need to source. You need to walk around, and in your spare time, just always, if you're thinking about busking, put the feelers out there. Leela, what's happening? Just put them out there. And as you're walking around anywhere, look around. And if you think you see somewhere, the test is a clap or a yo-ho. Give it a yo-ho, give it a yo-le-e-o. Do that in the middle of the space and see how the reverb is. Yeah, important for your voice. And of course, you need traffic. You need people coming by. That's, you need good acoustics. You don't want to be standing in the middle of a street with traffic, cars and everything right there just going past, and you're yelling into the void of traffic, noise, all this kind of stuff. That is not what you want, because not only is it really hard, right, and people find it really hard to hear you, it's hard on you. And you will fail. But like anything, don't take failing to heart. That is, if you fail, it's a good thing, right? But you got to keep your strength, because busking requires really good stamina. Because if you're singing, especially, and you're yelling into the void of traffic, then you are turning up the volume of your voice louder and louder to try to compete with the traffic. And traffic don't give a fuck about your voice, yeah? And in turn, people don't give a fuck about your voice because it's so loud and there's so much traffic that people can't hear. It's like when I go out and film Walk With Me, it's always hard because you go, all right, we're going to do an episode in the city. And then it's like a great idea. There's plenty of cool places to go, but then you're constantly battling with noise, people, traffic, machinery going by. There's so many things. Look, if I showed you all the takes from Walk With Me of me going, hi, here I am, fuck, there would be at least 8 hours of that. Just, fuck, why did this guy walk in front of me, right? So location, location, location. They say it for so many things, and location is absolutely important. Fat Panda Cat says, I bust when I was younger in the UK. And they either love it or hate it, or you get moved on. Well, we're going to be talking about that too, about getting moved on and all that stuff. For tax purposes, I operated at a huge loss. I have some very interesting encounters in Smith Street, Collingwood. Fuck, what a place to busk. Smith Street, Collingwood. That's a fucking hard. That's it. See, in my opinion, that's a tough place to busk, because you got trams, you got fucking people, a lot of foot traffic. And you know what? To be honest, now this sucks, I know, and you're probably going to call me classist or whatever, but there's not a lot of money there. The houses are worth a lot of money in somewhere like Collingwood or Fitzroy, right? It's expensive to buy there. There's not a lot of actual cash flowing. There's a lot of commission housing and stuff like that. So you want to target places where you know people have got money. I know it sounds predatorial. I know that you're. But that's business, isn't it? It is business, and you need to factor all these things in. So my best advice is, before you're going to do it, source places, look for the type of people that are around, try and if you find a place that's good, try and go back there during a peak hour time, because that's where you're going to make your money. And another thing, I'm just going to throw this in to the mix here. You don't need a lot of songs. I see a lot of people fall into this, and I've done it too. This is my busking book. It's so ratty and unlooked after. It's been around for a very, very long time. Look at it. It's so ratty. This, when I started out busking when I was a kid, this is, I'm shit you not, folks, this book is probably about 35 years old. Right? Probably about 35 years old. It's got phone numbers of people on the back pages, of people that you fucking meet, and people who try to talk to you and get your phone number and weird shit that goes on. But when I first went out and had this book, and you can see some of the songs in here: Push by Matchbox 20, Hang by Matchbox 20, Daylight Fading. This is all 90s shit in here. Counting Crows, Daylight Fading, Dreamin' Man by Neil Young. We got Turn My Head by Live, Counting Crows. We got some more Counting Crows. You Are My, Silverchair, Smashing Pumpkins, Hootie and the Blowfish. All this kind of stuff is in here. Green Day, all that kind of stuff. Well, that was up my alley. So, but you try and find the most popular ones out of those kind of. Is my camera all crooked again? Yeah. It's shift. Fuck. Short attention span right there. No, but so these things are important. Sourcing a space is very important. Don't be me. The first time I went out, I went to a place. I went in the city, actually. I went to Swanston Street. It used to be Swanston Walk now. And fuck me, it used to have traffic in it and trams and everything. And I was just screaming my guts out, and I made like about $1.10 or something, and I walked out. I left really disheartened, and I felt like nobody gave a shit about me. I felt so small, and I felt even less of a musician after doing it. But again, it was the location, stupid place. People, you've got to find where people are gathering, because guess what? People, us, we normally work to routines like jobs where we knock off what we do socially, things like entertainment that happens in your city, like the football. Here in Melbourne, the football happens every week, the AFL, and Friday nights there's normally a game on at the MCG. And how do most people get to those games? Fucking trains. All right, so how do people get off the trains? Oh, they've got to get off at a train station. Where's a good place that would have great acoustics? I don't know, a tunnel. And where do people have to go through? A fucking train tunnel. That was my place for a really long time, very, very long time. And the thing is with songs, you got to remember this. You can go and have a repertoire like Pete. Speaking of Pete, he's got home safe. The drugs didn't work. I tried to drug him yesterday. I fucking handcuffed him. He woke up. He had a bag over his head. He's going, let me go. And I let him go. I kicked him out and he jumped on a plane and went. Anyway, that's how I think it happened. But how much fun was that? You know what, Pete? So for you, those of you who don't know, here in front of me, Pete got to experience yesterday, this camera is actually a prompter. If I can put like text up in front of me on the, I don't know if you can see it on, you can kind of just see the edge of it here. See this? It's a little television prompter. That's what I talk into. And every time I do the opening out, I spit all over it and I got to clean it. Yesterday, before Pete went on, I was like, hey, I did a good job. I didn't spit all over it. When I woke up this morning, Pete's spit was all over my prompter and I scraped it off and put it in a bag and now it's on my wall with all the other trophies. Good times. Anyway, Dell, welcome to the show. Can I tell you another funny story, guys? This is so funny. Yesterday, I lost my vape. And after the show, I couldn't find my vape. We're in the lounge room and, you know, I'm getting stressed out. I'm going, I can't find my fucking vape. Can't find my vape. And I'm like, Pete, there's only 2 fucking rooms it could be in. The studio or in here, in the lounge room with us. Couldn't find it. Back and forward, back and forward. And Pete's pretty much like, does the guy with one eye really have to come and help you find your vape? And what do you know? He found it. I give up. It was behind my fucking iPad. What do you say? All right, where was I? All right, so songs. Now, if you're just now, I'm speaking as a acoustic vocalist. Yeah. Samantha Edge, she plays keys and sings. So many people have different kind of ways to vape. To busk. But I'm speaking from my experience of just playing guitar and singing. Now, I remember going out there or going home with this big book of songs. I'm like, oh, well, look at me, I've got all these songs. Here's the deal. Per session of busking, you only need about 4 songs. And I know you're like, wouldn't you get bored? Abso-fucking-lutely. But listen, how many bands have made it really large off one song and they're touring that song 30 years later and you know they fucking hate that song, right? And yes, if you have 4 to 5 songs and you go out busking, you will end up hating those with a passion. And I'm talking about you, Pearl Jam, Better Man. All right? So, because the thing is, a lot of people don't stop. They don't stop and sit there and watch you for 2 hours. They walk by. And if they stop for a period of time and put money in, they normally don't stick around. So they're on the move, right? And if a song is generating money, don't stop singing it. Keep it going on a loop for 3 hours. Who gives a shit? Now, there will be people. You will have regular people that come by and go, that's the motherfucker who sings that same song over and over again. Who cares? Really, it doesn't matter because you're out there for a purpose, to make some money. Yeah, because the music industry is so cruel and relentless and horrible that this is one of the finest ways to make money. It just is what it is. So I remember going out and busking the first time. I had my big book, and I even had some originals, and just no one gave a shit. No one cared. No one. It was like I was dead, and I left feeling just so deflated. But I was in the wrong spot. Absolutely 100%. Herbs, hello to you. I saw someone else that I haven't said hi to. Did I say hi to Dell? Hello, Dell. Hello, Dell. So, but yeah, when I went out the next time, I didn't. Hugh Caldwell's in the house. Hello, Hugh. The next time I didn't find the train tunnel yet, yeah, but I found a better place. I found a little entry to a train tunnel, and once I got out there and did some songs, what do you know? I actually walked away with $20 for an hour's work. That's on a par, pretty much. That's better than any, sorry, America, wage in America, minimum wage in America. And it's pretty good, $20. And you know what? Cash free. Tax free, absolutely. The thing is, there's trade-offs, because now you're dealing with a fucking change. And money. Oh, look. Don't get, fuck it. This is the rant. I'm going to get started. I fucking hate money. It's gross. It's filthy. It's horrible. And my fear, not fear, but disdain of it, not the actual, the concept of it sucks as well too, but the actual, when that's your currency, cash, hard cash, notes and coins, and you're constantly dealing with it all the time in your hands from busking, it's dirty. It's literally fucking filthy, and your hands get so dirty from it, and it just smells. It's gone through a lot of people. It's possibly one of the highest, flu spreading things up there with trains, catching trains and grabbing onto a handle or something like that, or a bus, and you come home sick as fuck. Money, I can't tell you how many times I would be out busking and be like, hey, man, it's been like 2 months. I haven't got sick. I haven't got the flu. I'm doing really well. And then you have a really big night, make $300-$400 in coins, and bag all that shit up. Next day you're sick. Because you just don't think, your brain's not always switched on. You've just handled all this cash. You've bagged it up, counted it for like an hour. And you wipe your face and boom, you are sick. It's really hard. You got to be on top of it and really keep your hands clean all the time. That is just a suggestion to put out there, because your voice is your tool. Yeah, that's your money maker. And if you get sick, so you're constantly worried about getting sick, and because you're outside and and the seasons happen. Remember those things? Seasons? Are they still a thing? I don't know. Who knows? We've always had 4 seasons in one day here. Filthy rich. The filthy rich. Where's Thomas? Dirty money. Yeah, absolutely. Don't rub your nose. Don't do anything. Hand sanitizer. See, I don't even remember. Was hand sanitizer a thing back then? It wasn't. Absolutely wasn't back when I was busking. But yeah, these days, it's on my list. I've got a checklist of things that you'll need as well. I'm quite organized, believe it or not. So the money is, it's grubby. And it's okay when you're first starting out, because you won't be making a lot of it. So it's not really going to affect you. But when you start bringing in those bucks, when you find that spot and you work, and here's the thing, there's, like here on YouTube, how we have so many people streaming across these communities here of music. There's kind of an unwritten, it's not, hey, if you want to stream over the top, you go for it. But there is like a thing. We try and find slots and fit in and do all this kind of stuff, yeah? Busking's very similar. And, if I had some run-ins with some other buskers, fists have been thrown, let me tell you. Because if you find a spot and it's like, it's a moneymaker, and then fucking some weirdo comes along who's just going, and they've got no instrument, and they're just seeing you making money there, and they come along and it's fucking whatever they're putting out is dog shit, and you're like, you roll up to your spot and go, man, I'm losing $400 to this joker. And this person's going to be there for 3 hours and make fucking nothing and just scare everyone away. I don't have the right to go move him along. But I do have the right to go give a call to the council to see if they can come and check his permit. Now, I may have done that in the past. I know, judge me, I don't care. But I know I have done that. I've called the council and reported people like that because this is my fucking living. I've got a permit. I'm allowed to do this. And if I'm not making money, I don't fucking eat. Yeah? I was a Karen before Karens were a fucking thing, man. That's the way it goes. But there's this whole lot of factors to deal with. Yeah? Luckily for me, so I'll just give you let's go through some timeline and then we'll get into permits and we'll get into things you may need. Let's go through my timeline. So I started out in this little spot, made no money. It sucked. It was really demoralizing. Went out again in this little tunnel area kind of thing. Did much better, made $20. The next time I thought, you know what? I'm going to go out to Burke Street Mall, which is you've probably seen it and walk with me, the major mall that runs up the city. I've walked down it so many times. And I just thought, I'll just go along and give it a go. I fucking shit you not. Greatest busking day of all time. Third try out there. And so many factors, right? I was playing some Pearl Jam over and over again, just a couple of Pearl Jams back and forward. And I thought I'll chuck in one of my own songs. And I noticed there's this little old lady sitting across. She's been sitting there watching me and I'm thinking, fuck. I really should have some more songs because this woman has decided to sit there and watch me and not just move on. And she watched for probably about an hour and then she got up and started slowly walking over to me and I kept playing and I'm like, oh, she's getting closer. She gets closer. She puts her hand in her bag and hands me a $100 note. $100 note. Aussie dollar. What's it look like? It looked different back then. Images, let's see. One of these bastards. They don't look like this. I can't remember what they used to look like then. There you go. $100 note. And fuck me. The first thing I said was, no. No. Because she was a little old lady and I don't know, maybe she's rich. I'm like, no, you can't give me that. No. And I'm trying to hand it back. She's going, no. And like outside, I'm going, no. Inside, I'm going, fuck yeah. Yeah. And, you know, you're saying no, because it's the thing to do. And inside you go, if you take this from me, now you've offered it, you're dead. I'm going to murder you. I'm like, I didn't murder it. No, but she gave it to me and fuck me, it changed everything. It really changed everything because it was an original song. It wasn't like a Pearl Jam song or anything like that. So I thought I better get serious. Anyway, I thought, you know, let's keep playing. Let's play a little bit longer. And what do you know? I had my first interaction with the Melbourne City Council. Oh, excuse me, do you have a permit? No? Well, this is Burke Street Mall. You have to have a special permit to play here. You can play around the city, but you need a permit there too. But this is Burke Street. You need a special permit. And I'm thinking, fuck, man. I wonder if they can take my money. I wonder if they're going to go through my money and go, yep, and because you don't have a permit, we get to confiscate your money. I seriously thought this. That would be highly illegal, you would think. Anyway, they didn't take my money, and they told me to move on. And that got me thinking. That got me thinking a lot. So much so, it was around that time I moved to New South Wales, which is Sydney, from Melbourne to Sydney. And I moved there with this plan. I know, I plan really well. I'm fucking well known for it. I'll just take a guitar and a bag of clothes, lob up to a hotel, and I'll just start busking and eventually just build up my fortune. What a great idea. Not really. Wow, was that tough? So I literally packed up my shit. I had a fucking backpack, one of those stripy bags full of clothes and a guitar in a case and moved all the way to New South Wales and went, let's go. And yeah, moved into this little backpackers hotel and just started going out busking in King's Cross, Sydney Central train station, and the huge tunnel that goes underground. And well, I was making money. I was probably making about $150 a day, but that was a long day. That was like getting up and starting at like 6 in the morning, 5 a.m. sometimes at the train tunnel. So you got all the traffic, people coming through to work, and those tunnels fill up, man. They fill up with so many people that it almost is like you're yelling into the void of murmur. Yeah. And you may think that a murmur isn't that loud. And honestly, I just want to say the word murmur because it's such a cool word. Remember Herman Merman from Bad Santa? Is there a picture of Herman Merman? There he is. Remember this kid? Thurman. What am I saying, Herm? Thurman Merman. Anyway, you may think that a murmur is not very loud, but trust me, at like 6 a.m. when people are heading to work and there's that wall-to-wall people in a pretty wide tunnel, you are competing with a constant hum, and it's low and guttural. You could almost record it and put it in a death metal song. It's so brutally low. But yeah, it was actually really hard. So my routine was to start in the tunnel, do 3 hours. Once everybody's cleared off, 9 a.m. hits, everybody's at work, pack up the shit, move across to the town hall station in one of their tunnels, because then you've got traffic coming through of people taking their lunch breaks and all that kind of stuff. And then it would be down to King's Cross, where the nightlife is, the prostitution, the strip clubs, because it was always packed full of people. The street never closed. That came with an amount of danger. And I'm going to tell you that story right now. I've been hanging on this channel to tell this story. I don't think I've done it before. Are you ready? This may put you off busking forever. This is going to do it. So, King's Cross, strip clubs, dodginess, drug addicts everywhere. There are even hookers in King's Cross. They were back then. It's cleaned up a lot now. Like on the street, selling their body, leaning against the wall on the nod, dribbling from their mouth, expecting somebody to walk by and go, "Well, hello, hot tits. Don't you look delicious?" As they're drooling all over themselves, half bent over in an L shape. Have you ever seen somebody standing in the street, literally like this? Of course you have. Fucking hell, we now have flacker and all these other drugs now where people's limbs just go crazy. But that's the kind of shit that I was busking around for. Forrest, g'day Forrest. What does busking? Street performance, Forrest. Out in the street playing guitar, somebody playing keyboard out in the street performer. That's what busking is. So I'm out there, bloody ritual. Hello to you. I missed you there in the chatteroo. So out in King's Cross. Now, again, you want to scope the place. You always want to scope where you're going and try and find allegiances. I know, this is crazy. So I found this strip club called Stripperama. And I was busking like right next to that in an open face kind of shop, which was a bank, which had a teller machine. So I got see? Teller machine on one side, strip club on the other side. Are you catching my drift here, right? Why instant money, security. Because when you're in that situation, you got the same security all the time. You become a regular busking there. They get to know you. They get to like the songs. And eventually they're going to talk to you and go, "Hey, could you play this song?" And you go, "Of course I will, Mr. Bouncer, because if anyone fucking tries to rob me, you might help me." Yay. All these things, these are all factors, yeah? So anyway, I'd been there for a while. I got to know the bouncers. I had everything happening. And this one night, it was winter. Winter's tough. And I was struggling, man. Winter's really hard to make money because nobody's out. It's cold, it's miserable, and the people who are out are just trying to get to one place to the other. They don't want to stop and give you money for your amazing rendition of Black by Pearl Jam. that normally people would just throw their underwear at you for. Maybe. So this one night, this chick comes up and I'm looking at her thinking, oh man, she's so methed out of her head, whatever. This is going to be great. And she's like, can you play some Pearl Jam, that song? I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. And I played the song. And she goes, that was great. Could you play this other Pearl Jam song? And I'll give you this. And it was $20. And fuck. When you're like living on the street, not living on the street, I was in a hotel, but every cent adds up. Yeah. And that $20 was like, oh my God, that's food and some cigarettes. Like that's how desperate it was. That's how hard this is to go out and survive off this. And I go, yeah, all right, I'll play it. And I'm just looking at that money going, fuck, I want that money so bad. I want that money. And I played the song and she goes, oh, I just got to make a phone call. Can you come with me? Well, that's a little bit inconvenient, isn't it? Because I don't know, I've got a guitar case here and a guitar and it means I'd have to pack up. But I haven't really made any other money tonight, so maybe I'll just pack it up and go with her. What a dumb decision that was. So I pack up my guitar. I fucking follow her. She goes to a public phone box. Remember those? And she's calling some dude and she's like, Darren, but I fuck. And I'm like, oh, man. Oh, fuck. Oh. She goes, I just got to, hey, you got that right. Boy, oh boy. So she goes, I got to go and see Darren. Fucking Darren, okay. Who the fuck's Darren? Anyway, she leads me to Darren's house, and on the way we have to make a pit stop at the chemist because they give away free needles there. Yay. Oh, she comes out. Oh, I got some needles. Oh, the $20 is back in her fucking purse, man. She says she's going to give it to me if I hang out with her for a bit. I thought I'd finished work. I thought I'd done the song. But man, and we're talking now like 1 a.m. in the morning. This is not, the day's over. I need some fucking food. I need that $20. And even if I have to follow her, bop her in the head. Anyway, she, well, she says, I've got my needles. We need to jump in a cab. Okay. Yay. So I put my fucking guitar in the back of the cab, jump in this cab. It goes 5 minutes up the road. We end up down a fucking laneway in the back streets of King's Cross. It's so dodgy. Man, it's so dodge, man. I can't fucking explain how dodgy this shit is. She's in a laneway. I'm still in the cab. And she's yelling out, Darren, to some window. Oh, fuck. And the cab driver goes, do you know her? I go, not within an inch of my life. And he goes, well, she might not come back, so you may get left with the bill. I go, but I'm not. So I get out. I go, hey, girl. Hey, girl. Fucking come back here. Oh, fucking Darren. Oh, man. Anyway, she pays the cab. Darren apparently lets her in. I'm waiting in this fucking laneway with my guitar going, fuck me. This is the worst night. She comes back down. She goes, all right, I got my stuff. We got to go down here. Okay, I go. And I just throw it out there. Could I happen to get that $20? She goes, oh, yeah. When we get there. I'm really hungry. Anyway, we end up down this laneway, go down into these apartments, down this stairwell, into a fucking laundry at the bottom of a fucking, these really horrible flats. And she pulls the fucking needle out and gets a spoon out and starts preparing her heroin. And I'm like, fuck, man, I'm gonna have to earn this 20 by watching this woman inject heroin into her fucking arm in a fucking laundromat in the bottom of a fucking stairwell in a fucking apartment block. So she pulls out the needle. She sets it all up. She burns the spoon. She's got it ready to go. She can't get a vein. She can't get a vein in her arm. Oh, fuck. And I'm like, the things that are going through my head, you would not believe. Just hit her with a guitar case. Take her money. You've earned it. Just kick her in the face. Take her money. So she can't find a vein. She finds a vein in her foot. I know, right? In her foot. And she injects it into her foot and she falls asleep straight away. And I'm like, man, she's died. She's fucking died. She's fucking died. I'm going, girl. I'm fucking hitting her, girl. Oh, you know what it felt like? You remember I want my $2 from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's what it felt like. I want my $2. I want my $20. I want my $20. Fuck. So I wake her up. And you know what typical junkie does? Wakes straight up and goes, oh, where's the rest? I've got to fucking put the rest in another vein. Yeah, because she just didn't nearly die then. She asked me to help her get a vein. Anyway, she gets a vein in her hand. She puts the needle in and she's passed out. This time, though, she actually opened her bag to get something out. Now I have a dilemma. Is she dead? There's her bag open. Is she dead? There's her bag open. Is she dead? Fuck it. I'm taking that $20 and going. And I grabbed that $20. I grabbed my guitar case and I just fucking ran all the way home. Woo! Get the fuck out of there. I'm running. And the worst thing is, I've got to go back and busk the next day, don't I? So I start getting fucking worried. Oh, man, what if she turns up? What if she turns up? And she did eventually, about a month later, and came by, hey, what happened to you that night? And I go, I thought you were dead. And I needed that $20, so I had to get out of there. And she's so fucked. She's just like, all right, no problem. Anyway, that's the kind of fun you can have. I've had people try and fully just literally grab my guitar case full of money and just run. Now remember, these are very extreme moments, yeah? This is this much chance you've got of that happening. But you will need some things when you're out there. You will need things like guitar strings. Now, you can't take weapons out there busking. But can you? Because you may need to protect yourself, right? And luckily, as a guitarist, you need tools, don't you? Like a pair of pliers to cut some guitar strings. I just need this to fix this. And it got to a point where I would be busking always with a pair of pliers in my pocket. You know, I had two guys come up to me in the train tunnel one night. One of them talking to me, both with hoodies on. One of them pacing back and forward, and the other one really close in my personal space, telling me about the music he likes, and I'm trying to sing. I'm going, yeah, right. And I keep looking over at this guy who's pacing back and forward. And I know in my case there's over $250 roughly in there. And, you know, and eventually the one pacing ducked down, grabbed the whole case, and just fucking ran. Just ran. And I'm like, oi! And this cunt here tries to grab me, and I just pulled out the pliers and went, bang, fuck you, and ran after this other dude. Luckily for me, there's some steps, and a whole bunch of Maoris just happened to be coming down the steps because the football had been on. And I swear to God, this dude was carrying my guitar case, and this Maori guy just gave him the fucking clothesline from hell. The dude flipped around his arm, the guitar case went everywhere. Money went everywhere. And the beautiful thing was, everyone around kindly stopped to collect the money and put it in the case for me, which proves there's really nice people. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm just pulling the worst case scenarios because there's a chance it can happen. You've got to be prepared. You need to have something to protect yourself. You got to have water. You got to have strings. You got to have plectrums. There's a whole heap of things you should have. You should have a permit if you need one. If in that particular place, yeah, you should check. You should have some ID. You should have a phone. You definitely should have that. You should have some kind of secure place to keep your money. My suggestion is to clean out the case every hour. Don't let it build up. I know it's like a vanity metric from YouTube. Sometimes you sit there and go, hey, I'll just leave it there. It makes me look really good that there's $300 in there. Fuck your vanity. Pull some of it out. Again, because it comes back to this. The same people aren't walking past you every fucking 5 minutes. So it doesn't matter, right? If you had $200 of change in there, take it out and leave $1 in coins in there. Right? It doesn't matter. Rather keep your money, bank it, put it in your bag. Have some plastic bags. Go to your bank and go and get a whole bunch of coin bags. They'll give them to you. They'll even give you for free one of those material bags like the bank robbers have. And that's your thing. You throw all of it in there, get home, lay it all out, bag it, because you're going to have to change it as well too. You're going to have to go to the bank because trust me, you don't want to live the life of everywhere you go. Oh yeah, we just thought we'd come out for a filet mignon and here's my bag of coins. Especially these days, it's not going to work. People will tell you to fuck off. People don't accept money these days. They just don't accept it. Ron, hello. So be aware of that. Have something to put your money in. Wipes, sanitizer, that kind of stuff. Sunscreen if you're out and about and in the sun, yeah? Definitely a thing. Some kind of basic first aid kit, right? Because you never know when you're going to fucking hurt yourself, yeah? Just a guitar string through the end of your finger, some Band-Aids, keep it simple, right? Some headache tablets, gaffer tape. Have some gaffer tape. Batteries if you need them. Like I said, scissors or pliers or anything like that. Screwdriver, depending on your gear, because it also doubles as a defense weapon. Yes. You need something to collect your money in. Guitarists are pretty cool because they have a guitar case. Keyboardists have a keyboard case, so that's pretty cool as well. You will want to have some kind of note these days with a QR code on it. As we said earlier, the cashless system, QR codes actually do work, yeah? Especially at festivals and things like that. If there's a festival going on in your town, you want to have a QR code because people don't have cash laying around. And people are more than happy, I'm telling you, to use the QR code. It's become a thing. More people are used to it now. Have multiple ones. Have your Cash App, have your PayPal, whatever it is. But make sure you've got those QR codes, and you'll be surprised how many times you finish your set and then go, oh, there's an extra $40 in here that I didn't even check. You can live stream these things. Yeah, you can absolutely live stream these things, but I would get situated, get a spot, get comfortable, get everything down before you start moving to technology and all that kind of shit. What else? It's we got here. It's a problem at markets as well. People will watch and wait for you to pack up and rob you. Yeah, look. And for me, the reason I stopped was because of and this is not a slight on homeless people or anything like that. Fuck, I wish our governments would do so much more than the little that they're doing now to get people housed. But yeah, you will notice that people who are homeless have actually their own scams going on where they will meet a group of them and go, all right, you go here, you go here, you go here. And when they see a busker making money, they will start begging at the opposite end of each side of the tunnel you're in. So before people get to you, to your great music that you're playing, these people have already hit them up and taken their fucking money. Really hard to compete with. But at the same time, if you've got a heart, you're going, oh, well, they're fucking homeless, man. I want them to eat. I don't want to see people fucking suffer, yeah? So, but it is a thing that you have to kind of contend with. Instruments, that's a given, right? Power banks, all that kind of stuff. Stuff for an emergency. Think emergency because, these things can happen. Umbrellas, a coat, all this kind of stuff. This is basic shit. Don't go out busking if you're in a bad mood. Do not go busking if you're in a fucking bad mood. And I know it's hard because people piss me off at the most of the times. I couldn't busk these days. Every second person I throw a punch at. It just is what it is. But yeah, go out with a good mood, good vibes. And, you'll have people try and crush those vibes. But if you're going out there with a negative, you just found out your best friend died, I wouldn't go out busking. Yeah, does that make sense? Super glue, strings, make sure you got strings. And here's a tip too. Reuse your fucking strings, baby. When you get a guitar, right, you got your strings on the end here, don't cut them off. Why? Because most of the time when you're busking, they'll break down here. And you just pull them out, pull the little nub off the end, and put the string through the little nub, tie it, and then put it back through and reuse the string because you've got all this length here. That's what she said. All this length to get more out of your strings. Why? Because you don't want to be like putting on brand new strings all the fucking time. Or then all your money's just going into strings. Right? And it doesn't matter how it sounds out there. You don't need brand new strings, right? You just don't need that. These are just things that help me get through. Water. I can't tell you enough. Make sure you've got fucking water. Stay hydrated, all that kind of stuff. Batteries, your QR code, a good selection of songs that you can flip by. Gauge the audience, right? Gauge the audience. Look at people. Work out what you can see what people kind of listen to. Let's run through some prices of just some cities and how to get a permit. Melbourne, you can get a busking permit here in Melbourne, Australia for $41 for 12 months. All you have to do is go into, and I think it's the same for most places, your main council building or whatever it is. So that's $41 for 12 months. The other one is the premium one. Remember my story getting moved on at Burke Street Mall? That'll set you back $102.50 for 12 months for the Burke Street Mall. Why? They allow you in the Burke Street Mall to have powered instruments and be loud. So a lot of the time you'll see these higher priced, higher tiered permits, which are for exactly that, because they're factoring in noise pollution. If you've got amps, you're a part of the noise pollution, and then shops are competing with you. So they designate you areas to go where shops have agreed we're okay with somebody busking with loud instruments. Completely different when you look at somewhere like Sydney. Sydney's like $15 per 3 months, $50 for 12 months, and again, $111 for high impact assessment areas. And we're talking places like Circular Quay. Anywhere that is a tourist destination will be a high impact place, and they'll normally ask you for more money. Again, somewhere like that here in Melbourne and Sydney, you can go to, I think it's called Ablis. So busking permits in North Sydney, you've got low impact, small footprint, public space, high impact, large, have sound that is harder to manage or use materials at a greater risk, extended durations. So you've got different things. All you got to do is just go in and apply and get them. There are actually some places, seriously, that will make you audition. Adelaide used to do that. When I lived in, I was in Adelaide for a period of time. No, sorry, not Adelaide. Brisbane, here in Australia, they have a time. It's like 6 a.m. before shops open, 6 to 7 a.m. or something like that. And they get all the buskers in the mall in Brisbane and they line them up separate from each other. And then these people walk through and actually have you perform in front, and they judge you and then decide if you're worthy of getting a permit. That's a real thing, and there are places that actually do that as well around the world. Let's focus on some other places here. So Adelaide, where Pete's from, it's free. $0. $0. All you need to do is just apply, and you can busk. You see that, Pete? United Kingdom, places like Camden, you're looking around £150 for a 24-month license. That gives you you're allowed to use amplification and instruments. You have up to 3 people, because that's important too. You need to, if you've got more than one person, you need to disclose this shit. Westminster, you're looking £10 a month, £20 per 6 months. London, it says there's no fee listed. So this is the London Underground. Canada's got $53 for Toronto for a street performer. It includes just you. Vancouver, $20 annually and an extra $20 for an additional artist to join you. $120 annually in Vancouver. Montreal's $179, which is yearly. The United States, New York City, funnily enough, says, if using amplification, $45 a day. A day, man. That's a lot. Chicago, US, 2-year Peddler Street Performer is $100, $50 reduced if you're a senior or you're disabled. No excuse. Santa Monica, these are just examples, $37 for a performance permit, and that's per year. So you just got to check out your local area for that kind of stuff. There was one more thing. Oh, I've only got 3 minutes. No, there's one more. This is my busking guitar. This thing has been around for the longest time. It has made so much money. This is an Ibanez. No longer, the electrics don't work in it anymore. It's got a huge crack in the back here from the day that I did this to a guy. Bang! Right in the head. Because he tried to steal my money. Don't steal my money, bitch! Look, the main reason I try and encourage people to go busking is it teaches you so much. Teaches you to perform in busy places. It helps you get over people talking over the top of you when you're performing, because that can really be crushing at a gig. It helps you hone your craft and play better, right? You're on the street, you're facing the elements as well, and you're trying to beat traffic and all this stuff. It just, I think, is a really character building thing and helps you in so much in dealing with people, being tolerant of people, dealing with the fuckwit who goes, "Can I have a go on your guitar, mate?" It's like, nah. Why? Because I don't let anyone touch it. It's like my girlfriend. Would I let you fuck my girlfriend? No, so fuck off. You get it. People come up and go, "Can I play your fucking guitar? I just want to sing a song." Fuck off. I'm working. Who does that? You know, have any of you done that? You've been at the train station, you're about to buy a ticket and you go, "Excuse me, I couldn't pop behind the counter for a bit and sell a few tickets, could I?" No, nobody does that. "Excuse me, officer, could I borrow your hat for a moment and just arrest somebody?" Oh, fucking let me show you something, mate. That's those guys. Let me show you something, mate. You know what I mean? So find a spot. Try and be kind. Try and be tolerant. Try and be patient. Play. Learn, get better, and you'll find you will make money, and it is quite a lot. If I had to predict how much money I've made over the years of busking, it's well into tens of thousands of dollars. It's ridiculous, so much money, and it's tax free. Who's gonna find you? Yeah, it's just like being a gangster at the same time. You got black money, you take it to the. And if you want to wash it, folks, oh fuck, well, should I say this? If you want to wash that money, just pop over and just take it to the Crown Casino, take it to the casino, put it all into a slot machine and cash it all out. And there you go. It's all laundered for you. Anyway, there's heaps more I could talk about busking, but I just think it's an incredible thing. It's helped me be a much better musician, deal with promoters, deal with bandmates, deal with people in the audience, just even doing this on YouTube, yeah, it makes you, I think, better. So get out, give it a go if you got the chance. If you don't, you'll never know. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got lots of cool stuff coming up this week. Tomorrow we're doing this cool app. I'll just quickly I'll dump you over to Pete. We got Ghost Chorus tomorrow, and hopefully somebody really cool for the interview this week. But I'll keep you posted. Pete's up next with Your Music Live. Thank you guys for being here. Love you lots. Do all the things that say. If you're watching on a replay, hit the like on the way out. Happy days. We'll see you later. Bye.